Hi guys! So today I'm doing a hair tutorial. So if you watched my last wedding makeup tutorial, I tried to do a hair tutorial to go along with the hair that I wore in that, but it was a total failure. I couldn't get the hair to do what I wanted, so I ended up just leaving my hair down, and I had promised that I was going to put up a bloopers video because it was such a disaster. But I actually went looking back through the footage and it wasn't that funny and it wouldn't have made that entertaining a video. So I decided to just do it again. So I figured out that the problem the last time I did the hair tutorial is that I just don't have enough hair. My hair is too short and it's quite thin, so I couldn't get enough hair to get this kind of volume. So I got an email not so long ago from a company called ABHair. So they sell hair extensions, and they asked me if they could send me some products to review. And I do get emails all the time from companies asking me to review stuff, and 99% of the time I say no because most of it is crap. I would only review something if it was something that if I'm excited about and it's something that I would actually use myself. So when I got the email about hair extensions, I was very excited. So I said yes. So they sent me the extensions and I use them in this tutorial, so that's why I'm actually able to get like this volume into my hair. So I am using extensions. I'm going to show you how I put them in and also how to do this style. Of course, I recorded a tutorial on this makeup, so the makeup look should have gone up before this hair tutorial. So I'll have it linked in the description box down below, and I'll also have it annotated on the screen here somewhere if you want to go and check that out. But all of the information about the hair extensions, about where I got them from, will be in the description box. I'll let you know kind of what style they were and all that kind of thing, because I can't really remember off the top of my head what they were. But yes, if you want to see how to get this wedding-y type hairstyle, then keep watching. So my hair is freshly washed, and this is pretty much what my hair looks like when it dries naturally. I just give it a quick blast with the hairdryer just to speed it up. But you can see it's quite straight, the texture is really, really fine, and it's very slippy. So usually I never style my hair when it's freshly washed because the style just doesn't hold. But I kind of had no choice to make this video. So in order to give it a little bit more texture and to help the style kind of stay in place and give it more grip, I'm just going to blast it with some of the Batiste dry shampoo. And this is the Big and Bouncy XXL Volume Batiste dry shampoo. So it's like dry shampoo and it's mixed with like a texturizing powder, so it gives you that like slightly matte, like, you know, the texture that those texturizing powders give you. It's really hard to describe, but like a gritty almost feeling. So it'll help the style to last a bit better. So I'm just gonna lift up my hair and spray it into the roots. I'm gonna do that all over. Then you wanna kind of get in with your fingers and give it a bit of massage. I'll distribute the powder a little bit better, and then just take a brush and brush it through. So now that that's all combed through, I'm gonna curl my hair. So I'm just gonna take one of these butterfly clips and just section off the top from the bottom. I don't want my hair to be like, you know, crazy curly Sue, but I just want to give it a little bit more texture and a bit more volume. It'll make it easier to style later on. So I'm going to do quite big sections, and I'm going to curl away from my face. Doesn't need to be too perfect. It's all going to be tied up anyway, so that's that bottom layer done. I'm going to split my hair into two more sections. So I'll do a middle layer and then the top layer. I'm going to do it exactly the same way. I'll probably have like 3 or 4 sections per layer, just curling away from my face, and I'll come back to you when it's all curled. So my hair is curled all over. Now before I brush it out, I'm just going to try and do something with my fringe. Obviously it's quite short and it's quite blunt, and this whole look is supposed to be like soft and romantic. So I'm going to try and like curl it in a little bit and bring it more to the side just with my hairdryer. I'm putting it onto maximum heat, maximum intensity, and I'm just going to warm my hair up around the barrel and kind of pull it to the side. That is probably as good as I'm going to get it, but I can fix that after the style is done anyway. So now I'm just going to take my paddle brush and brush through the curls because I don't want them to be curly. I just want a little bit of a wave. And now I'm going to back comb. So I'm just sectioning off the top here. I'll do the side sections separately. Just this kind of middle stripe It's actually really hard to section off your hair when you've got that texturizing spray in. It kind of makes your hair stick to itself. So just using a comb, just teasing that. Try not to be too vigorous. So now I'm going to take my backcombing brush, which I actually don't like to backcomb with, but it's like one of those boar bristle brushes, so it works well to smooth. So I'm just going to smooth my hair back. And it may look like I've done an insane amount of teasing, but because of the texture of my hair, it just falls out again, so I really need to overdo it in order to get any kind of volume at all. Just kind of separating the pieces so it looks like one ball rather than lots of little sections. So it may not look much now, but once the hair is tied up, I'll kind of be able to push it up a little bit more. I just need to kind of get some bobby pins in there to push it up and secure it. But now we need to put in the extensions. So these are the extensions I have, and I will give you the exact details of what kind of model or what type I ordered in the description box down below, just I can't exactly remember off the top of my head. They were blonde when I first got them. I decided to order blonde ones and dye them dark. I thought it would be easier to dye a light color dark rather than getting a dark color and trying to bleach the color out of it. So it was a little bit of trouble to try and get them to my hair color. They're not completely identical to my hair color, but it's pretty close, especially for doing an updo or something where the hair is all going to be mixed in together. I actually had to dye them twice, so I'll leave all the details of the dye and everything I used in the description box as well. But in the set that I got, I have two sections like this with the 3 clips. I've got 3 sections with 2 clips, and I've got 2 sections with 1 clip like that. You can see this one is a slightly different color. I've got 2 that are a slightly different color, but it actually looks really cool when they're mixed in. You'll see. So I'm just gonna go back to my butterfly clip, and I'm going to section off most of the hair and just leave a little bit on the nape of my neck for the hair extension to actually grip to. So I just have that much left. Now, if I was actually going to a wedding today and I wanted the style to last all day, I would definitely backcomb this little section here and also spray it with hairspray just to give these clips something more to grip onto, again, because my hair is very, very slippy. I'm probably going to be taking this hairstyle out when I finish recording though, so I don't want to backcomb my hair too much. I don't want to spray too much product into it, so I'm not going to do that now. So the first section I'm going to use is one of the ones with the 2 clips on it. So if you've never used these before, really simple. They just pop like that. You can pop them in and out. Just slide them into the hair. You can kind of give them a bit of a jiggle to create a bit more of a grip. Snap them closed, and there you go. Okay, next section. So you can really see there, the color is not completely the same, but it is close enough for a style like this, I think. Now, obviously it's extremely curly, so I'm just gonna try and very gently brush some of those curls out. Now for the actual styling. So I want it to be on this side. So I'm just going to grab the hair and pull it into a side ponytail. Okay, so I'm going to split it into 2 sections, split the ponytail into 2 sections. And I'm going to take the first section and start wrapping it around the hair tie and just pinning as I go. Not wrapping it very tightly, I want the one to be nice and big and loose. And then take the second section and do exactly the same thing. Just gonna comb these ends together. It's all about kind of just playing with the hair and pulling it into the shape that you want and then pinning it. As soon as you've got that shape, just put a bobby pin in it. Just gonna pin that behind my ear just to balance the haircut a little bit, or the hairstyle a little bit more. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this hair here, the hair from the long side on the opposite side, and bring that across, and that'll help to kind of blend the fringe in a little bit better. Like that. Where's my fringe gone? It's like magic. And then the final thing you're going to do is spray the whole thing with hairspray, and in my case, because my hair is so slippy, I would usually spray a whole pile of hairspray on. I'm not going to go too crazy with it now, but just enough to keep it in place. I'm just gonna put those fuzzies down a little bit. Spray the fringe. And then if you wanted to, just to finish it off, you could pop a little flower in there, which I think is quite cute. This is off a plastic bunch of flowers that I bought in the dollar store. I'd probably splurge on something a little bit nicer than that for your wedding day, but it'll do for now. I'm just gonna poke it in the back. So that is the finished hair look. So I think it would definitely look better if you had like an actual purpose-made hair clip, like flower that was meant for hair. I think it would sit a little bit more flush against your scalp, but I improvised. So I really hope you liked it. I'm not a hairstylist. I don't normally make hair tutorials, so I haven't looked back in the footage yet, but I apologize if I'm not in the frame all of the time where you can't really see what I'm doing. It's just to give you a vague idea. It's a pretty easy style to do, and it's just kind of about playing with the hair and just moving it until you see a shape that you like, and just pinning it before it moves anywhere, and then just spraying it with a buttload of hairspray. You can't go wrong. So as I said at the start of the video, there is a tutorial for this makeup look, so I'll have that linked in the description box down below, as well as links to all of my social media. And I'll have a link to the blog post that went along with this, so you'll kind of see more photos of everything, the makeup and the hair, in better detail. So I really hope you liked it, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. And we'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!